welcome back to another episode of Smashing That Bass. Just something I had kind of come up with on my own. I had really never seen it. I'm always thinking about stuff outside the box and always thinking about fishing. So if you're like me, you know what I'm talking about. So this is just a regular wide gap hook. This is a 4/0. So I'm going to show you how to make like a weightless skirt. I've never tried this. I've never fished it. I kind of just dry fitted some stuff and I think it's going to work real well. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is just a skirt making toolkit. It's got a little point here. You shove your little O-ring down on there. Shove your little rod through. You hook right below the tabs in the middle. As close as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Pull that through. It's got a gauge on it, but I don't really use that because you can, maneuver it. Sometimes I'll go like this and try to line up the ends. That's close enough for me. So you want to open up your skirt in the middle. The O-ring's right below my thumb because we want to come up as tight to this eye as we can so that this offset still goes through the bait just fine. So you take that, put it right in the middle. Now you can see the eye of your hook is right in the middle of those two colors. We can later on we can take these and move these colors around if we would like once we cut the tab ends and all, or you could just leave it like that if that's the look you're going for. So what we're going to do next is cut off these tabs. And you can kind of already see it kind of starting to come together here. Like I said, you can maneuver these around, kind of switch it up. Just tug on them, pull them left, pull them right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fluoro wire. I'm going to come up here closer to the eye of the hook. What I'm going to do is wrap it around each one once. Pull it tight, and then we're going to twist it. And I'm going to take the pliers, cinch it down. Snip the tag ends off. Press that down into the bait so nothing seems funny to the fish. Take a look. Now, the reason why I stuck that fluoro wire up here was because I don't want this O-ring to slide off, because these O-rings are made more for like jigs and stuff. Kind of more of like this type of head where it's got a thicker surface area here for that to grab onto. It's actually decently tight on here. So there you go. There it is. Let's throw it on some baits and see what it looks like. So that's what you got there for like a weightless fluke. Like a little skirt on it. I think it turned out pretty decent. So the one thing I'm noticing right off the bat though is with this wire that I put on there, I'd probably just wrap it one less time to give me a little bit more meat on that hook there. I think that would work just fine. Like I said, this has never been tested. So that would be like your weightless fluke there. That's one way you could rig it. Another way I'll go ahead and throw on and show you guys is what it looks like on a paddle tail. This is a Strike King Rage Swimmer. That's what it looks like on there. Looks like I'm going to have to revamp this design a little bit. There's not much meat holding that on there. So I'm going to have to play around with this a little more. I just kind of did this, and you can see how this is kind of pushing up on this bait. I was not really, I was not really dead on with it. I think the offset on that hook needs to be a little larger, but I think there's something we can do to make that work. This is just trial and error. Like I said, never done this. Just figured I'd try something new, throw it out there, and see what people think. I mean, it doesn't look bad to me at all. I think this would definitely work. I'll show you guys also on just like a Zoom finesse worm how it would look. I think it's going to work better with these smaller heads, with the design that I've come up with as of right now. That's what it would kind of look like on a finesse worm. So my thought was, like, you could use it weightless, or you could actually have kind of like a bullet weight on it, pegged to it with a bobber stopper. I don't have any bobber stoppers. So my thought, this was versatile as far as weightless. And then you could also, if you wanted to go weighted, you could make it weighted. And you could also change the size of the weight, 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, 3/16, 1/8 ounce. I think it could be really versatile in that aspect. And just kind of giving the fish something different to look at where there's, a pressured lake or something, which a lot of us deal with. Like I said, just trying to kind of think outside the box. This may have to be revamped a little bit. I think it'll definitely work. I'm going to get out, give it a shot probably next weekend, just kind of see how it holds up as far as the worm staying on the hook and all. All right, well, I started packing everything up, putting everything away, and I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but I said, well, why not just take the O-ring off? That's going to give you a little more, space up here. They tie jigs and stuff with this floral wire and stuff, and it holds just fine. So let's see how that's going to work. That ought to give us a little more room. We got our swim bait here, brand new. This is the one we've been using. It's all tore up. I'm trying to make that work. So let's go ahead and give this a shot here and see how this works with taking that O-ring off. Now, I'm sure you could probably make it work with it as well. But let's go ahead and see how this works out. It worked out a little better with that O-ring off. Gave us a little more room, it looks like. I'm fine with that. There's enough meat on there. That made it a little better. Alright, so we learned something first time around. Maybe just use that O-ring to hold your skirt on, so that you can use the floral wire and tie it. Maybe it's better that way. And then tie with that floral wire, and it looks like you can pretty much use any bait. So we might actually have this down at this point. We'll go out next weekend and try to fish this skirt here I just made and see if we can catch anything, see how it holds up, if it slides off the hook or what. If so, you come back to the drawing board and revamp it. If you have a jig making skirt kit like I do, then this is something you can try yourself, maybe come up with a better design. I just kind of came up with this on the fly, shared it with you guys. Like I said, first time doing this. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Maybe this inspired you to try to do something like this yourself if you have a skirt making kit. Appreciate all y'all watching, stopping by, taking your time out. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys on the next one.
There it is.
Oh, he's a small one, dude.
Yeah,
He's small, but it's something, right?
mm-hmm.
Ain't really been crushing it tonight. Yeah, he's small, bro.
Just a little channel cat's all it is.
I don't even know if he's even on there. Yeah, he is.
He said, I don't even know if he's even on
He must weigh as much as the weight, bro.
there. He's tired.
Look at that little guy.
Hey, whatever. You want a picture?
Hey, man, got something for the channel. Whatever. You know? Oh, he can come right off, too.
Caught that on the worm, didn't you?
Yep. I'm going to put a worm back on it. Little guy.